Savage, the MMA fan, back with another video. Mackenzie Dern. So this will be my thoughts on Mackenzie Dern's most recent video interview. 90% of this interview was basically made of Mackenzie Dern constantly saying, No, I don't, Mackenzie. I don't fucking know, but I'm sure you're gonna help me figure it out. And just real quick on that whole fake accent thing. I don't want to dwell, not to be mean, but how the fuck do you keep running this game? I mean, it's been like 3 years. You gotta be amazed at what she's been able to do. I mean, how are you so good at forgetting words that you were born speaking? How do you completely forget the nuance of the language that you spoke for the first 20 or so years of your life? Simply because you learned how to speak another language that you have native descent to. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me, but, good old Mackenzie, she's dedicated to her fake Brazilian accent. So they start off with a little bit of personal stuff in this interview. She talks about her 1-year-old daughter, and that's cool and everything. And there's a story recently of her husband fighting her ex-trainer. Well, that's how he became ex-trainer. He fought the husband, and apparently it was over money or some shit. And they met at a beach, and the trainer swung on him, and her dad was there, sitting there trying to coach her husband, who's some surfer guy, how to fight this guy in a makeshift MMA fight on the sand. But anyway, he turned out to do well, and that was the end of it. But, the guy, apparently, he was pissed off. He wasn't getting enough money, and he might also been tired of the pressure looking at all them damn Mackenzie Dern fucking Instagram pics and shit. I probably would have fucking tried to whoop somebody's ass too if I'm broke and I gotta look at this bitch. But anyway, so Mackenzie Dern was asked about her upcoming fight with Randall Markos. And one of the questions was, well, are you considering maybe going for a knockout in this fight, your stand-up game? And she got really excited, like, oh yeah, well, nobody really expects a jiu-jitsu fighter to knock somebody out, but I may surprise and do that. I'm like, you may get your ass whooped. That might be what you do, because I don't think you got better stand-up than Randall Markos. As a matter of fact, in your last fight, up until Hannah Cyphers did what you always do, effed up, you were getting beat badly. I mean, she was hitting you like you was a squirrel in the middle of the street. And you mean to tell me you're just going to go into this fight relying on your punches? I don't think that's a good idea, Mackenzie Dern. But, we'll see what Mackenzie does, though. This is definitely a dangerous fight for Randall Markos. So, toward the end of the interview, this interviewer asked her about Carlos Esparza, good old Cookie Monster, her recent success, and how did she feel about her? And she was like, yeah, well, she's doing real good right now, and she's having some good success, and, it's good for her. She didn't really say anything in particular, and then he was like, well, you gotta have a common opponent, which means they have a common ass whoop as far as I'm concerned, because Amanda Reeves beat the shit out of Dern, and she's about to beat the shit out of Carla, so they about to have a common ass whooping. So, just to wrap up on the interview thing, the guy said, I'm a little reluctant to ask you this question. When somebody says, I'm not trying to ask you a question, that means I'm asking you the fucking question I intended to. So just ask the fucking question. So he asked her the weight question. Like, how do you feel about your weight? And she's like, I'm okay. Uh, people ask me about my weight. So many people talk about my weight. Shit, you missed the weight 3 fucking times in your career already. And it just started, so why wouldn't people ask you about your weight? But anyway, she was like, "Yeah, I'm doing good, and I I'm at like 119, and I'm doing so good. I'll probably have some ice cream, the night before the fight. She better not have that fucking ice cream before the fight. And she gonna be fucking wearing briars on both of her ass cheeks, and she come in at 126.5 again, or some shit. So, look, that's pretty much the interview. That's what's happened. She's getting ready to fight Quiet Storm. Go Quiet Storm. Everybody know I'm not a big Mackenzie Dern fan, but I do like something about Mackenzie Dern. We need more entertaining personalities and weirdos in this sport. So this is Savage WMMA fan. I'm out.